What's going on, YouTube? Johnny Mac here, coming to you early this morning, bringing you some new Outriders news. This news has been long awaited as we are drawing closer to the launch date of the demo, and I cannot be any more excited. On the 18th, the development team tweeted out a comprehensive list of expected details for the demo. We're going to dive in and go over those details, including the official launch times for the demo and their respective platforms. But before we get into those details, I would just like to take this time to thank all my current subscribers for tuning back in. And if you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. It helps my channel grow, and my metrics tell me that less than 9% of my current viewers are actually subscribed. I'd like to improve that number to at least 12%. So if you guys could help me out with that, subscribing is absolutely free, doesn't cost you any money, and you can unsubscribe at any point in time if you're totally sick of hearing my voice. But without further ado, guys, let's go ahead and get on into these juicy details. Okay, so first things first, I've made a quick at-a-glance list of the basics of what this demo is, what it is not, what it's available on, and what it is not available on. First, I'll start off by saying that the development team was very insistent on stating that this was in fact a demo and it is not a beta. With that being said, this does not require a pre-order, the demo itself is free, and for those of you who are new, any progress that you make in this demo, guys, will in fact carry over to the full game when it launches. And on top of that, the development team also further stated that this demo will be available even after the game launches. It will be up indefinitely. I think this is a very good move on their part because it shows confidence in the product that they have made. The demo will be available vis-a-vis Steam and GeForce Now. It will be available on PlayStation 4 and 5, and it will be available on the Xbox ecosystem. This includes the Xbox One, Xbox Series S, and the Xbox Series X. However, the demo will not be available on Stadia or the Epic Store. And an important note, the developers did make a point to state that if you do play the demo on Steam, your progress in the demo will not carry over to the Epic Store version. So if you decide to play the demo on Steam, just note that if you intend to buy or if you have already pre-ordered the Epic Store version, your progress in the demo will not carry over. So keep this in mind when you make your choice, guys. The next detail up, while we are on the topic of progress transfer, your character levels are going to be capped at level 7. This will allow you to earn your class's 4th ability and be able to mix and match your active skills in the demo. This will also allow you to earn 2 skill points within your skill tree. Also, you can progress up to World Tier 5 in the game's dynamic World Tier system. If you don't know anything about this, I will leave a link in the description down below which will explain their dynamic world tiers. I absolutely love this system. Basically, in a nutshell, what happens is as you're playing through the game, the better you are performing in a particular area, your game will automatically scale to your skill level, and as the world tiers scale, so does your loot, in which you'll get access to better and better loot. The developers further state that the demo includes the game's prologue and the opening chapter, and whenever you finish the prologue and the opening chapter, you'll be able to go back and a couple side quests actually do open up for us to get a little taste of that little action. The demo runs up until the showdown with Gauze, the first rival Altered, who may be even more dangerous than yourself. And the demo, for those of you who are wondering, also includes all 4 classes and you get 6 character slots. This means that you'll be able to try all the classes without quote-unquote needing to delete any characters. And now on to probably the biggest piece of information that everybody is looking for, and I know myself personally have been looking forward to hearing, is the actual official launch times of the demo. The demo will be launching at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, so for those of you in California, better wake up and get your coffee early, so that way you can get the demo downloaded and ready to go for the actual launch time. For those of us here on the East Coast, such as myself, it will be launching at noon, so we better eat lunch a little early. The developers also went ahead and stated that the demo will not be available for preload. So with this being said, you might want to plan ahead just to make sure that your download is going to be done prior to the actual launch window. They also included the perspective file sizes, which are pretty decent in my opinion. The PC has a minimum of 24 gigabytes, possibly more after decompression, and consoles will be a minimum of 22 gigabytes, possibly more after decompression. As you know, PlayStation and Xbox, they have different compression methods, so file sizes will vary. So plan ahead, guys. So I believe that covers most of the important points that the developers gave us about the demo, and I would like to add my own 2 cents with a couple details that they they provided us. Number one being the file size of the demo. If this is any indication with the content that they're providing with the demo of what the actual game is going to be like, 24 gigs is actually a pretty decent size for a demo. So I do believe that if we're looking at the full game size, the game, I would definitely have to say, is probably pretty massive, which in a way I find to be very refreshing and very ensuring that the developers and their statements that they are providing us with a complete game at the launch is actually very validated, and I cannot tell you how excited I am for this news. The next little detail and my last point for this segment is the fact that the developers went ahead and pointed out something very specific to us content creators. They gave us a heads up that we are completely free to stream this demo in its entirety, and that we should actually exercise some caution with a cutscene at the very end that contains licensed material. So I tip my hat for the fact that they are keeping the content creator in mind, and this is something that's very refreshing because not a lot of game developers right now keep the content creator in mind. So that about sums it up for this video today, guys. If you are interested in reading the original Twitter post from the developers, I will have a link to that in the description below. And as I said at the very beginning of the video, guys, if you're not currently subscribed, please consider hitting that like and subscribe button. I have less than 9% of my current viewers actually subscribe to my channel, and it would help my growth out immensely if you would subscribe. It doesn't cost anything, and if you're totally sick of hearing my voice, you can hit that unsubscribe button anytime that you like. I'd like to give a big shout out to all my current subscribers. Thank you for returning, and for those of you who haven't yet decided to subscribe, I hope that you come back and view my future content. And as always, guys, thanks for watching.